Today I'm going to summarize a Korean movie Monstrum. In the year 1506 an epidemic has happened where the king has ordered to kill anyone who has got the disease, but one little girl has survived and she was rescued by a soldier. A few years have passed, another monster has appeared that brings fear to the people. The king summoned his prime minister and asked if this is one of his plots to get to the throne. The king said that a weak kingdom usually has this kind of problem. In the jungle, two men named Sung Han and Yoon Jaeum are waiting for their trap to catch a rabbit and decided to check on their traps, but then Sam Hung is the one that got caught on the trap. Myung came out and got dismayed on her father and uncle. When they got home, Myung told to her dad that they should go to the city because life in the forest is hard, but her dad didn't agree. Myung came out of the house and saw a man lurking around. This man is her and is looking for the former commander of the royal guards. Yoon came out of the house and the man immediately gave courtesy. Myung asked her father if he is a real commander. Myung answered that he is only a hunter and asked her to leave. Her came back along with the king and they immediately gave respect. He remembered why he leave, because he saved Myung, because they are being massacred because of the disease. The prime minister was angered and ordered the captain to kill Myung. The king stopped the execution, and Myung decided to leave the kingdom. Now the king is giving him back his sword, because the prime minister is using a monster to bring fear to the people. The next morning, they traveled and arrived in the city of Anya. While a group of shaman are performing a ritual to offer sacrifice to the monster and they felt something and got killed. They are about to eat when her came and asked them to immediately come with him to the crime scene where the shamans are killed. He said this was made by a monster. They asked the witness, but they didn't believe what she said. They follow her and saw someone gave her food as reward. Myung is the girl again and told her that she was paid to lie. While they are discussing about what happened, a man from a group of travelers told them that he saw the monster. They came to the scene and saw that it is not made by men. They examined the corpses and noticed the same symptoms of the disease that occurred years ago. He showed this to the king. The king summoned his advisors and told them they need to find the monster. The prime minister requested that his men should do the task. Myung entered the room and the king said he will lead the investigation. While the soldiers forcefully took the farmer's harvest and posted a poster about the monster. The soldiers summoned the remaining men to join the search for the monster. Myung pretended to be a man, but she got caught by Sung Han, but her father decided to take her along. The prime minister came and warned him that if he fails this time it will be his end along with the king. They started the search and saw the monster's track. In the kingdom, the prime minister is talking to the king and he is concerned that the search party may not be able to come back. The old man fell on a pit and Sung Han can't find him. The other group was attacked by the soldiers of the prime minister and only two were able to escape. Yoon's group was also attacked by the prime minister's soldier. Myeon and her tried escape to report to the king, but unfortunately they were all captured. The prime minister's men told them that they are the ones behind the killings. As Myeon and her was thrown to the pit and they saw the real monster coming out from the pit. Everyone was shocked that the monster was real. The monstrum started killing everyone. While the monster is attacking the soldiers, Sang Hun and Yoon managed to escape and found Myeon and her. When they are about to leave, the old man came out and told them the monster is coming back. They used its saliva so they can't be sniffed out by the monster since it has very weak eyesight but has a very strong hearing. They tried to escape, but they got noticed by the monster. Yoon distracted the monster and they managed to escape through a narrow passage. They were still chased by the monster until they reached a cliff. The soldiers delivered the news to the prime minister, but the prime minister didn't believe it. They burned all the dead and houses to prevent the spread of disease. Yoon's party managed to enter an underground drainage led by the old man which is connected to the palace. The old man knows the place and took them to where the former king keep exotic animals. The old man was the one who took care of the little monstrum. The new king has ordered to kill all the animals and the old man, save the little monstrum where it ate the infected human bodies, cause it to evolve into a real monster. Then suddenly the monster had managed to follow them, that is why they hurriedly hide. The old man stayed to lure the monster into a cage and close it along with him sacrificing himself, but the monster is too strong and managed to break out. As they came out, they realize that it's just under the palace. Yoon came to see the king, and while they are talking they noticed they were surrounded by the prime minister's soldier and an arrow was shot to the king. Yoon fought back, but was outnumbered and forced to surrender. Myung and her was also taken and the prime minister ordered to cut off their head, then suddenly the monstrum came out from the ground. Yoon and the king managed to escape during the chaos. While the prime minister's soldier managed to subdue the monstrum by shooting explosive arrows, the prime minister ordered to release the monstrum to the city to create more fear, but the monstrum managed to break free. Yoon ordered Han and her to set explosive under the palace and planned to bury the monster. Myung came to the palace gate to prevent the people from entering, cause it's too dangerous. The prime minister came and Myung told everyone that it was the prime minister who ordered to kill the search parties. The people got angry and decided to send back the prime minister into the palace gate. The monstrum saw them and started chasing them. The people saw how it ate the prime minister. While setting the explosives, they saw the infected captain. Her tried to fight back, but was no match. On the other hand, Yoon and Myung are fighting the monstrum. Yoon ordered Myung to help her and Han to set the explosives. The captain was about to kill Han, but her managed to stop it. Nyan draw here bow and shot the captain dead. Once the explosives are set, Yoon lured the monstrum and Sang Han immediately started the fire, but unfortunately the fire was accidentally put out. Yoon decided to stay and asked Sang Han to take care of Myung. Yoon tried to set the fire but was hit by the monstrum. Once Sung Han got out, Myung asked for her father, but Han just said to run away, cause there's no time left. Yoon got near to the explosive and set it off with him. With a huge explosion, Myung can't do anything but to cry. After that, the monster was found dead and they tried to find the body of Yoon. The people entered the palace and saw the aftermath. Myung managed to find her father and pulled him out from the rubbles. He miraculously survived and everyone started celebrating. After a few days, Sang Han and Yoon left, leaving Myung and her as they are happily married.